Welcome to episode 69 of Tools in the Hall. This is yet another restock order, which means we've got more stuff than usual. This one has a bunch of small things in it, but no less interesting because there's some specialty tools here. Some stuff you have may never seen before, but if you're a fan of the show and have watched the tool haul videos in the past, you've probably seen everything in here at least once. So let's dig right in. First is this indexing pry bar from Gearwrench. You push the red button here and you can articulate the head about 180 degrees, I think. And the handle is 16 inches long. When you need to attack a pry problem at different angles, this is the tool for the job. It puts up with a lot. These are tough little guys, but the annoying thing to me is this button right here that releases this head can break a lot. It is the one thing I see regularly fail on these. Not a problem because they're covered under a lifetime warranty. And when these break, I just give you a new one if you give me the old one. So this is actually going to a customer to replace a broken one that he has. These also come in 8 and 12-inch lengths. So you buy 3 of these style, and then as they get longer, that's when they get extendable too. So halfway down the handle, there's a release, and the longer ones can expand and collapse to different lengths. Same articulating indexable head on it. These guys are so handy. They're very popular. I just wish that there was a design improvement to kind of strengthen that pivot point there, but such as it is. It's not a big deal to replace these under warranty. And the one nice thing about Gearwrench's warranty policy is they never ask questions. They don't care. I just send them broken stuff. Well, my distributor, I send broken stuff. I don't deal with Gearwrench directly. But it's no problem at all. They ever get stuff taken care of under warranty. Whatever I send them, I get credit for. Just hand the new one to the customer, and it's all good. I've shown you the Topdon BT600 battery tester in the past. Terrific little unit with one flaw, and that was the clamps on it that hook to the battery terminals are kind of light duty. And I think I've said on one of my previous tool hauls that it's a good unit. Understand it is not meant for heavy duty use. It cannot take the rigors of the shop environment that you'll expose to every day. But they do cover them under warranty. So I had 2 customers who purchased them from me who had the same problem happen, and that was the copper inner clamp separated from the plastic outer clamp because the screw hole that's molded into the plastic broke. And the one single screw that held that inner clamp into the plastic outer clamp was flopping loose. You could still use it, but you're paying good money for this. That shouldn't happen. So working with Topdon was new to us, and we worked through their warranty process. Really wasn't a hassle. We just have to understand all the steps involved. And they sent us brand new cable assemblies with a much heavier duty clamp. I doubt we're going to see the same problems with these that we saw with the old ones. These guys have multiple screws and a plastic plate holding it in place, and they're so much more heavier duty than the other ones. What I don't know is if these are clamps that were intended for a different unit and they're sending them to us as just as a replacement, or did they realize that there was a weakness in the previous design and maybe these are the new clamps for newer units? I don't know, but I'm really happy that they sent us these. So good on you, Topdon, for replacing them with such a great heavier duty option. But if you haven't already addressed the issue with clamps like these, I would urge you to, because this is what that battery tester has needed all along. There are a lot of options when it comes to triple square bits and sockets. I had a customer ask me an open-ended question about what I could recommend for him because he needed a set. And I said, you want long, short, stubby? He said, I don't really know. He says, just give me some options. So I did. Among them was this 3/8 drive 8-piece set from Sunex. It is the one he opted for. And you can see that the bits are a 1-piece design, impact grade, 3/8 drive only. This one goes M4 through M16, and it skips 7, 9, and 13. But the price was right too. They cost $88. And if you compare the cost of triple square socket sets to other brands, this was not only among the cheapest, but the ones with the lifetime warranty. Not all brands do. There was a set from Mayhew I looked at where it's a press bit into a socket. So the socket had a lifetime warranty, but the bit didn't, which is kind of dumb, I think. Just warranty the whole thing. So I don't know why they did that. So I kind of shied away from the Mayhew offering in favor of the Sunex one. It's because Sunex is like Gearwrench now. They handle warranties. They don't care why something breaks. I just send it to my distributor, get credit, and I'm able to give the customer a brand new one. I think these were on another tool haul recently. This is the stubby combination wrench set from Sunex. This is the 11-piece standard set. The thing I like about these is it's one of the few stubby wrench sets I know of that has a wrench that goes all the way up to 1 inch. This one is 3/8. Yeah, 3/8 to 1 inch. Full polish chrome on all the wrenches. They look very nice. High quality. They come in a nice nylon rolled up pouch. I've never seen a broken one. And I wouldn't expect to on a stubby wrench set because you can't put that much leverage on them. But for $81 that this costs on a tool truck, financed, it's a heck of a price. So I'm a big fan of the Sunex stuff. I could go with a lot of other brands for stubby wrenches, including Gearwrench, SK, and Titan and all that. But it's tough to beat Sunex quality, and I don't know that we can really find anything at a better price. When I compare the prices on these to the ones from Gearwrench, they're way cheaper. Certainly they're cheaper than SK. The one thing I don't like about SK is their pricing, because I think their stuff is overpriced. But the Sunex pricing is very good. And as a result, this is the one that I put on the truck all the time. This one's going to a customer, but it's the one I normally keep on the shelf because they sell all the time. And they're good just to have in regular inventory. When I look to fill out the stubby wrench category in my inventory, this is the one I go with. Astro has maybe one of the nicest, least expensive fastener and molding remover sets on the market. This is a 5-piece plastic set for, I think, $25. You can't go wrong. Dirt cheap, very functional. They really don't break. I mean, they're only meant to remove the lightweight plastic fasteners and molding on a car. So when people are looking for body panel clip removers and stuff like that, I do have some metal handled ones from Vim, which are beautiful, but there's only 2 designs on those, a long and a short. This one from Astro has a larger variety of sizes, and it's way less expensive. That one sells regularly simply because it's priced so well for what it is. And you can see the same one, I think, in blue on the Cornwall trucks and red on the Matco trucks. They're all the same set. They're all made by the same company. And they're just, I think Lyle has a set too, if I'm not mistaken. They're great. All around handy set to have. For chrome extensions, it's Gearwrench for me. Lots of brands that I could choose, but I choose Gearwrench because quality and price are so good. And as I mentioned before, they're fantastic. Ease of warranty. This is a quarter drive set that goes from 2, 3, 6, 10, and 14 inches long. Did I lie to you? No, it's a quarter drive set. And the price on these is fairly inexpensive. I forget how much they cost, but you know, you compare the price of a high quality chrome extension set like this to any of the other tool truck brands, and I think you're going to find that Gearwrench comes out on top all the time. Comes in a handy plastic tray too, so just lay it in your toolbox or cart drawer just the way it is. Also from Gearwrench, the strap style oil filter wrench. This is the one that has a nylon strap and the metal drive side. This one has 2 drive holes, a 3/8 and a 1/2 inch. That is the reason why I get this one over other brands. It is more versatile because of the 2 different drive hole sizes. Not all strap oil filter wrenches have that. So if you're in the market for one, check that. You might want the extra versatility by having 2 hole sizes. If not, then they only have 1. So there are a few brands like this, but the Gearwrench one is the one that I hang on the wall, because for about the same price as the ones from CTA or I think Lyle, you're going to get the one that's a little more versatile. Lifetime warranty, replace the whole thing if it breaks. Very easy to do. Okay, what brand of tool is this? Say it with me, Gearwrench. I don't know that there's a less expensive sensor socket set that you can buy. This appears identical to the ones from every other brand I've ever seen, but this one is less. For a long time, this only cost $100, but I think the price has crept up a little bit, but not much. This one has the 7/8 22 millimeter for PVS, TVS, and O2 sockets. It has an oxygen sensor socket. There's a low profile offset oxygen sensor socket, a drive oil pressure sending unit socket, short access socket in 3/8 drive, a different style offset oxygen sensor socket in 22 millimeter, the GM thermal sensor switch socket, and the 1/2-inch drive oil sender socket, all in one kit. You will see identical sets. Compare pricing. And again, lifetime warranty on these. As far as I know, every brand of these that I've seen does carry a lifetime warranty on it. But if you can spend $50 less to get the same set, why not get the Gearwrench one? I love Knipex, but I don't love their pricing. But you get what you pay for when it comes to pliers. And these Cobra pliers from Knipex are the de facto water pump plier. They have this shape to the jaw, which makes it easy to grab square, hex, round, and even flat objects with ease. A push button adjustment so you can slide the jaws closer or farther apart. These are dipped comfort handles. And this is the 3-piece set that has a 7, 10, and 12-inch pair in there. I usually break this up and sell them individually, or you can buy all 3 for the set price. More quarter drive extensions from Gearwrench. This is the locking set. You see it has a locking collar on the end to hold your sockets tight. Not as necessary on the shorter one, but the longer your extensions become, the more you're going to want them to lock the socket on so it doesn't fall out when you're reaching way down into something. Yeah, I think this whole set's less than $50. It's like $45 or something. Very handy set. It's the same kind of design as many other extensions, so I don't know that you're getting a whole lot different with the Gearwrench one. You're just getting better pricing and a lifetime warranty on them. And if that's all it comes down to, I'm just going to go with the brand that offers the best of both those worlds. And Gearwrench, by and large, does that over any of the other tool truck brands. That's why I'm such a big fan, and I've waved their flag for a long time. There are some Gearwrench products I would steer you away from where they get kind of out of their core competency, but when it comes to hardline hand tools, Gearwrench is great with the stuff I've shown you, plus ratchets and screwdrivers and wrenches. They've got the standard ratcheting box end combination wrench. There's none better. So, big fan of Gearwrench for a lot of reasons. Pricing and warranty are chief among them. From CTA, this is the 4-piece oil filter wrench set with a stand that has a magnetic base. These are the swivel style wrenches, and I don't know why it took me so long to get these in inventory, but I had these on the truck now on the regular for about a year. Where were they the 7 years prior that I've been in business? I don't know. I just never thought to do that. And like an idiot, I probably missed out on a lot of sales because I saw similar oil filter wrenches in people's toolboxes all the time. I'm thinking, why don't I carry that? And I should, and I did. And since I have, these are very good sellers. So CTA makes this set, lifetime warranty on them all. Great set. As a technician, it's going to be one of the things you're going to have in your tool collection. Get them in sooner than later, because everyone's got to do oil changes as much as you may not like to. I know even the guys out there who are senior level, A-level mechanics don't like doing oil changes necessarily, but hey, it pays the bills. So get yourself the tools for the job. They're going to make it easiest, fastest, and most efficient for you. Do it right, get it done quickly, and then move on to something else. These wrenches will help you get there. I've got a few things from Lyle to show you, including these hose removal pliers. Such a simple, straightforward design. They just have the forked end there, and you stick that in between the two pieces you're trying to separate, squeeze the handles, and they pop right off. You can use them for removing hoses, for tubes, and I know some diesel guys that use these for removing air brake fittings on their lines. They just clamp a vice grip just south of the connector, stick these in between and squeeze, and it pops the airline connector off. For $20 at this cost, it sure beats spending $64 or $70 on those specialty airline pliers. If you buy those sets, they're very expensive. This guy will bail you out for way less money. The universal lift support from Lyle is such a convenient tool, not that expensive. I think this is 25 or 30 bucks. You simply clamp this onto the shaft of a broken gas spring or a shock, and it'll hold a hood up. It'll hold your tool cart lid up if those crap out on you. You can use vice grips, yes, but this is a little more refined way of doing that. Doesn't mark the surface of the piston up, and it's easier to use. Just be sure to take it off so you don't slam something closed with this on it. It comes with a bright green tag that you can dangle off of this so that you can minimize your chances of forgetting to take it down. Also from Lyle, there's this magnetic soldering clamp. There's a magnetic base on it here, and these swivel up so they're pointing up. And the two alligator clips hold your workpiece together, and it makes it so easy by freeing up your hands to do your soldering work. This is another one of those tools of convenience. That's a must-have if you're doing any kind of wiring. From Power Probe, here comes a step-down adapter for their Power Probe diagnostic tool. You can inject 12-volt power with their diagnostic tool. The problem is you don't want to inject 12-volt power into a computer subsystem that only takes 5 volts, or you'll wreck it. Put this in line on the tool between the probe and the unit, and it'll put out 5 volts. Easy as that. You've saved yourself a ton of headaches and expensive repair costs you're going to have to foot the bill for if you screw up and inject 12 volts of power into a 5-volt system. Use this guy for the 30 bucks that it costs. It'll really save your bacon. Oh, I should have shown you this first, the Power Probe diagnostic tool. This is the Power Probe 3. This adapter goes in between this probe and the unit. Just pop that off, stick this in line, put your probe back on, you're set to go. This is the indispensable diagnostic tool. If you're not that good at electrical stuff, this is a great tool to get you better at it, because you can walk through an electrical system piece by piece, do your diagnostic to see where the failure points are by doing a number of things. You can check for voltage, check for continuity, it checks ground, and it injects power. So between those 4 functions, there's very little electrical stuff that you can't do a quick, basic troubleshooting on to at least isolate the problem and know where the failure point is. And then you can dig in more from there. But this is an easy way to check relays, fuses, and you can power up components that don't get power to see is the failure in the unit itself, or is it further down the line. Let's say you've got a light bulb that's not coming on, or a window motor that's not working. You can touch 12-volt power to the terminals on those pieces to see if they work or not. That way you'll know where the failure is faster than if you're just blindly going at it, trying to figure it out using a multimeter or something. This is the guy that you want to use for those kinds of jobs. And if you don't know how to use it, no problem. There are so many YouTube videos on it from people who will show you step by step how to hook this up, how to test pieces. And some are done in really nice controlled environments like classroom settings. And I've seen other videos where guys are just in their garages or in a shop showing you how to do it. So you get a really good chance to see how this operates both in real world and in ideal kind of lab situations. great if you need to get primers on how to use this, because I know electrical stuff can be intimidating, but a tool like this will help ease that load and get you going where you need to be that much faster. Back to Gearwrench. This is the 6-piece oil filter canister socket set. This one has sockets that are 24 millimeter, 27, 29, 32, 36, and 38 millimeter. Nice and low profile. Help you out with those smaller canister style filters that you have to remove. Lyle has these. I think Sunex, if I'm not mistaken, has these. There's other brands, but like the sensor socket set, the reason these go on the truck is because the pricing is less than those other brands. Same high quality and a lifetime warranty. So go for the price when you're going for stuff like this, because there's no reason to spend the extra money. It's not like you're getting more by spending more. You're gonna need at some point a funnel kit, and this spill-free funnel from Lyle should be one that you consider. This is very popular because it allows you to work more efficiently and way neater than if you're just using regular funnels. It has a stopper in it, so you can stop filling when you need to without worrying about wasting fluid, and then you can take that out and put it back in the container or dump it if you have to. It has colored adapters, so you know what size fitting you're using for your particular application. It's kind of hard to see because it's inside the funnel for storage. You can see the different colored adapters in there. But because you can see in the funnel, you can also see what the level of your liquid is from a distance. Very handy. You're not going to be spilling stuff all over the engine, so you're going to minimize your cleanup with this. And it's such a handy all-around set. For really good, inexpensive blowguns, I go with Astro. You've seen the Titan one that's yellow. It's also a 4-inch blowgun that comes with a set of 3 rubber tips. This one has 1 rubber tip. This one costs less than the Titan ones because the Titan ones have the rubber tips on them. But for most applications, this one's rather good. And just screw in your airline fitting there. And what can I say about it? It's a blowgun. It doesn't cost $50 like the Mac ones and some of the other tool truck brands do. So why not save yourself the money, get yourself something that's equally good, and get yourself a 4-inch blowgun from Astro. I'm glad we're restocking on these because I just sold the last one I had in the truck today. This is a neck light from Easy Red. This is the 2 light head model. Each head operates independently. They have each their own power switches. They articulate independently and they charge independently. You can wear it around your neck like the guy in this picture is. You can put it around your head as well and use it as a headlamp if you want. No battery pack on the back means that you can lie on your creeper with comfort, as opposed to some of the other designs I've seen that do have a battery pack back there. The battery packs are in the heads. Oh, I am glad to be getting these back on the truck. These are the Coast work lights that have become the work light I put on the truck because of a few reasons. One of them is they have this clamp base here that clamps on to a round or flat object, but on the bottom of this base are magnets, so you can just stick it somewhere. We can also just set it flat on something because the clamp base is also a stand. The light head articulates up, down, and all around. It's rather bright for the size of 1750 lumens. The price is right around $120 for the small one. They have a larger version that's even more expensive and brighter, but I don't know that you're getting a whole lot more for your money unless you just want something that's brighter. But the nice thing about this is you can put it pretty close to your work, so you don't need one that's all that bright. But here's the best part. Lifetime warranty on this. Most Coast lights have a lifetime warranty, which is why I'm such a big fan of their flashlights and headlamps. This is a fairly new product for Coast. It came out not too long ago, and I jumped at the chance to get these on the truck when they did. A, I wanted to see if it was a good product, but B, I was dying to offer a work light with a lifetime warranty, because until Coast had this one, I didn't know of any. And I was carrying the Maxeon work lights. I liked them. They were good, but they did have some issues with them. And, you know, within the year, Maxeon was covering them under warranty, but there shouldn't have been those issues. And the warranty process is a little cumbersome for me to work through dealing directly with them. I have a distributor that now carries Maxeon, so I don't have to go directly through Maxeon. I can now go through my distributor. So I'll be bringing some more Maxeon products in, but as far as work lights go, it's going to be Coast because they're so easy to deal with. Their pricing's really good. Love their quality. and the lifetime warranty cannot be beat. And more from Coast, we have a flashlight. This is the XP11R, and we have a headlamp. This is the XPH30R. Both have the same feature set. They're both a focusing beam. You move the barrel in and out on this one, and you turn the bezel on the headlamp. Both are dual power, so not only can you recharge them using the battery pack that's provided, but you can also drop in CR123 or AAA batteries and run that way if you're in between charge cycles. They hold patents on those features, so you're not going to find other flashlights with those same features. When you compare these to similar Streamlight products, Coast runs about half the price, lifetime warranty, and if I didn't mention it with the work lamp that I just showed you, the best part about their warranty process is I just give you a new one, you give me the old one, and we're even. So much better than, say, Streamlight, that I have to send to Streamlight, and they will repair or replace it at their discretion. And they've always been great about that. I've never had a problem. But it just takes time, and it costs me money to ship it there. So I'd like to save a few bucks. I'd like to save you some time. I'd like to give you a product that's at least just as good as a Streamlight product, and we have that in Coast. So what's to not like? You're saving a ton of money and having a very easy warranty process in the future, should you need it. Help your storage game out with this 4-piece magnetic tray set from K-Tool. It has a can holder, 2 parts trays, and a 2-piece paper towel holder. You may not use it for paper towels, but you can turn them spindle side up and use them as a coat rack, a jacket holder, or people even air out their boots on them. It's a versatile set. Made of heavy gauge steel and solid magnets attach these to any ferrous metal surface, like your toolbox or tool cart. Indispensable. This is a great organizer for a bunch of loose stuff that you'd have floating around otherwise, or just cluttering up a drawer. Use this in conjunction with a Lyle glove box holder. I think I showed that to you in the last tool haul. And man, your organization is taking a whole new step in the right direction. You'll be more efficient. You won't be hunting around for stuff that you have to go to and grab quickly. So, put your brake clean cans in there and put loose parts or small tools in there in the trays, and you will be set up for some really good, efficient organization. I don't want to badmouth Streamlight too much. I love them a lot, and they have some great products, including these Micro Stream USB rechargeable lights. Small and lightweight. They have a pocket clip here that also doubles as a clip for your ball cap brim. Bright little light. Price is right on these. I think they're right around $53 or $54 or something. They come in a bunch of colors: red, blue, green, brown. I got blue and brown in right now. There might be some other colors that I got coming in that are on back order. Red, blue, brown, and black, I think, are the colors that they come in. Not green. I love them. They're such great little sellers. Terrific around Christmas time, too. They make a really good stocking stuffer or gift for really anybody in your family, because who doesn't need a flashlight? Take it to a restaurant. If it's low lighting, you can read a menu. Find your way out to your car in a dark driveway. Find your keys better. If you're my wife, take it out to the chicken coop at night. There's so many reasons to have a light. Keep it next to your bed at night so you don't stub your toes walking across the room. And something like these are terrific gift ideas, and they're so handy. You'll find yourself walking around with it all the time in your pocket. The prize for most adorable pliers goes to Knipex for these 4-inch mini Cobra pliers. Same jaw design as the ones on the larger sets, on the larger pliers in that set that I showed you earlier. They don't have a push button adjustment, but you just slide it to get to the opening size that you want. I think there's 11 adjustable positions in there. These handles give you a surprising amount of leverage. You'll find that even in a big, meaty hand, you get a good firm grip on these, and you can squeeze something really tight. Stick these in your pocket. You'll find yourself using these throughout the day for a multitude of purposes. I think more people have purchased these from me who saw them, fell in love with them, and then said, I don't know what I'll use them for, but I'll buy them. And then, like, when I see them the following week, they tell me all the things that they're using it for. But everyone says pretty much the same thing. I put it in my pocket, keep it there with me all day. I'm always going to it. So it may be the tool that you don't see the need for right away, but it will be the tool that you wondered how you lived without all this time. When you're greasing air tools and other small tools, look at the Astro mini grease gun. Very easy to use. You just unscrew the top, squeeze in a bunch of grease, then push up this plunger on the bottom there. Use a screwdriver or a pencil there and just push up to create pressure in there, and then dispense your grease out of the tip there into the grease fitting of your tool or whatever your application is. So if you have air tools, you're gonna have to grease them regularly. This is perfect for that. It's also really good for greasing small applications in the shop on a regular basis anyway. If you need a carbide burr set, you can spend many hundreds of dollars on an 8-piece set, but you won't spend that many hundreds of dollars on this 8-piece double cut carbide burr set from Astro. It has a number of shapes and sizes for just about any common application. I'd be surprised if you bought this set, didn't have a specialty need and couldn't find it in here. They have all different cylinder sizes. They have like the tree style, they have the round, they have the smaller ball style. It's all in here. It does not have a lifetime warranty like a lot of other brands do. Why not? Well, because it costs a lot less. With those other brands, it's the same carbide burr that you're buying, but you're really prepaying for your broken ones when you pay all that extra money for a lifetime warranty. It may be worth it to you to do that. Or if you use these properly, then you're going to minimize your damage to these over time. Yeah, they might chunk off and break, but buying these individually is not very expensive. I would recommend the Astro one. This 8-piece set costs less than a 4-piece set from Mac, for example. Yes, that's the price difference. It's astonishing. So you're really just paying for the warranty, and you're prepaying for your brokens at that point. Just use those properly. Always wear eye protection too when you're using a carbide burr on something, and you'll have nothing but a lot of years of good solid service from these. This set here is only to be used on ferrous metal, not softer metal like aluminum, because the cuts on these are pretty fine, and softer metals like aluminum, brass, and stuff like that will clog your cuts in the burr. So use these on ferrous metal only, like steel and iron and stuff. If you work on trucks and buses that have Davco fuel filters, you need a wrench like this to remove the retainer ring along the base of the filter. That's what the big 6-inch diameter cutout is. This smaller one is for the vent caps. This is the one from Lyle. It's very thick. You have probably seen, used, and got frustrated with the thinner Davco fuel filter wrenches because they bend. And when they bend, they're useless. You cannot bend this, I guarantee it. And don't take that as a challenge, because I'm sure someone could bend it if they took the right tool to it or drove it over the truck. But this guy, the way it is, it's so heavy duty, you'll never, ever need another one. Comfort grip handle, and these are cheap right now. They're on sale for under $40, I think. So $40, buy it once. Why not? Also from Astro, this is a digital tire inflator. This is the one that comes in blue. They do have one just like it that comes in green. Beautiful braided hose on it. Has a lock-on chuck. Easy to read display with a battery compartment that's accessible through the overmold here. So you peel that back to get at the battery housing. Just screw your adapter for your air hose in there, and then read the pressure very easily on a beautiful light-up display. This is very similar to the Blue Point one. Someone corrected me on some bad information I had a while back on this, and as far as I remember now, this is made by Milton, or it's made by the same company that makes the Milton ones. And if you're familiar at all with the Blue Point one, those are very similar. So it's very similar to the Mako one, but this guy here costs a bit less because it's from Astro. And it's the same quality because it's the same it's the same inflator. Great strain relief on that hose there. And just a beautiful unit. If you need locking pliers, Vice Grip has been the name to go to forever. Fathers and grandfathers went to Vice Grips. We went to Vice Grips. But oftentimes it's worth your while to consider another brand. And in this case, Milwaukee has a terrific 5-piece set of locking pliers. They also have a 10-piece set that has some 5 additional ones than these that you may or may not find useful. This is a terrific all-around automotive set. This has 6-inch needle nose, 7-inch straight jaw, 5-inch curved jaw, 7-inch curved jaw, and a 10-inch curved jaw. They have this torque lock feature on the back that you can use to torque it down and get it even tighter by clamping it down, then putting a screwdriver handle or shaft through there and torquing it around. So they're a little bit beefier than the Vice Grip ones, and they tend to run a little bit less price-wise. Lifetime warranty on them. So they're easier to swap out if they ever get damaged under normal use. I would absolutely recommend these, and that is why I put these on the truck instead of the Irwin Vice Grip brand. Even though they're tops in the business for many years, I think they've been surpassed a little bit on quality by these Milwaukee ones. And why not get one that's slightly better quality, save yourself a few bucks with the same lifetime warranty? Do that. It makes it way easier on you. And I hope that watching this video shows you that there's alternatives to tool truck brands that you may not have considered, but usually if you do, you can find equivalent tools at less money. So be good on yourself and save yourself the money where you can and still get yourself in premium quality tools from top names in the business. Now, do me a favor and keep watching this channel because I've got all kinds of exciting videos coming down the line. We're going to be doing some air tool repairs. I have a broken Matco 1/2 inch. Actually, I've got 3 broken Matco 1/2 inch air impacts, and we're going to be Frankensteining one together where we take parts off of one and put it in the other and get one good working tool out of it. We've also got more tools in the haul videos, of course. We're going to have some firearm review videos coming down the line, and I'll keep giving you updates on how the business is going, including our glove sales. So do me a favor and click down here now to subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, use a tool. Don't be one.